Hello, hello, hello. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. Just had a bit of technical issues, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm still dealing with said technical issues. So, for a complete rundown of it, this has been multiple weeks of me dealing with these issues. I genuinely don't know how to fix it. I don't. I've asked people, and no response. That is like, this is the correct thing. I've had people who have talked to me for hours trying to help me fix this issue. I can't find it. So I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of what's going on. Maybe people who watch this in post or, present right now could have a fix. But we're just going to see what happens. So, essentially what's happening right now is that you guys can hear me. You can hear the music, right? At least I hope you can. The audio bars are indicating to me that you can. I'm actually going to lower the music a bit. Not that I can hear the music, but you guys can. And it should be, loud. It seemed a bit loud there. So, what's happening is, the second I boot up Streamlabs, every time it just completely nullifies all audio in my ears. I can't hear a single thing. I can't hear this music. I can't hear any notifications that would go off. I literally can hear nothing. The second I close out of Streamlabs, I can hear everything completely fine. It's just booting up this program. I've tried figuring out solutions. I've tried figuring out why is this canceling out all audio. I've gone to so many. The audio tab for my audio output, I've now labeled please work because of how many times I've tried to, get this to work. I've tried these headphones. I've got other headphones to see if it does anything. Nothing. It is solely Streamlabs that is causing these issues. I've even got to the point where I had to completely uninstall Streamlabs and install an older version because I thought maybe the new update is what caused these issues to happen. That's not the case either. This is an older version of Streamlabs that I'm using right now. Luckily, I was able to keep all of these like transitions and scenes and whatever, but no, it's still glitchy. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of at my wit's end with Streamlabs at this point because I can't hear anything. I can't hear if my audio sounds good. I can't hear other people's audio. Say I'm on a Discord call, I wouldn't even be able to have a conversation with them. I would just see the green box. That's it. So, I don't know what to do. If you guys have any suggestions, it would be insanely greatly appreciated. Any fixes, any advice, literally anything. If any of you have run into this issue before as well, because people seemingly have online, and none of those solutions are working for me. The only thing that I've heard might work is getting wired headphones, but even then, I just don't know. So, we're going to give that a try eventually. But it's ridiculous. And now, on a brighter note, One Piece. It doesn't mean I can't read. I won't be able to hear what I sound like, or hear notifications, or anything. But I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be reading these chapters. So that's all that matters. That's all that matters. See, switching programs is generally the last thing I want to do, because none of this stuff would be able to be saved. I'd have to completely redo everything, and it seems like a hassle. So, and this is OBS Streamlabs. Would that not just be the same issue? Is OBS Streamlabs not the same thing? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just wanted to give that rundown because that is driving me crazy. It's incredibly annoying, but we're here now. One Piece 1147. Now, my expectations for this are obviously Loki. We need more Loki. More Loki. We need this. And if not more Loki, we're probably going to just continue off with immediately where we were last chapter, with Saul getting attacked, with the kids still being in danger, and with Gunko attacking Nami, Brooke, Usopp, and Colin as well. Colin was there. He was like being tied up by the arrow, and Jinbei. Jinbei was there, obviously. So that's kind of what I'm speculating. If we're not getting the Loki stuff, especially after what Summer said about how Harold ruined everything. It's coming. It's coming. I am very certain this is going to happen. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me actually just make sure, because it is I know it's almost the end of the month, but I just want to make certain this is the case. I think we might have gift members to be possible. Let me see. I can gift members. Oh, wow. All right. Well, we're going to see these 5 gifted members. Let's see what's about to happen in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Now, I won't be able to hear any of the notification noise. I see it. Can't hear it. Can't hear it. But shout-outs to Wrathbone, Growth Stonks, Cube of the Red Sea, JJ, and Chris Fagan. So shout-outs to those 5 for becoming luckily deemed by Shushu to be members of the channel. Now, once these notifications end, we'll get back into it. But yeah, these not be able to hear stuff, insane. I don't know if, can you all hear the notification? Just to make sure. If you can't, that's got to be fixed too, because it seems like it's not raising or lowering. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the music and blast this. Alright, now you definitely can. Yeah, my notifications and this are connected now. I had to completely redo everything. So I got to figure that out. Got to figure that out. That was probably loud. I apologize for the blast of a notification noise. But I got to figure out what's going on with this terrible audio situation. So, hey, we'll figure it out. I think what it's happening is that this thing has a microphone built into it. Not that that's ever been an issue, but this microphone is what I've always talked into. I'm still talking into it right now. But for some reason, it's saying that this might be picking up the audio. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Anyhow. We also saw at the end, not the end, in the cover page that Ulti is going to join up with Yamato. Very cool. Very excited for that. Very excited. So, I think there's a lot of expectations for what's to come. Personally, like I said, we're probably going to see more of Yamato. Maybe more people are going to join their side. That would be cool. More Odin parallels. Something fun like that. Maybe we'll even see Who's face. That could be fun. Because I assume Who's going to be put in prison or something. Could be interesting. But if not that, I don't know. I feel like the end game for what's going on, the Loki flashbacks got to happen. If not, we're going to see the God Knights be evil. You know, one of those, especially with Sommers giving a speech, presumably, throughout all of Elbaf. He's probably going to talk that talk for a very long time. And it's not going to be like a Vegapunk speech, don't get me wrong. But I assume he's going to be like, here's our plan. You can't do anything. We need the giants so bad. You know, something like that. So that's my general expectations. Hoping for some Usopp. You know, that would be great. That would be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. Oh my god. You want to know some other fun technical issues? My Switch is now glitching out. The battery for the Switch, it's awesome. It's so cool. So it would be like 100%. It would be in that dock right behind me. It would be there. And then it would be like, oh, now it's actually 50%. Now it's 4%. And now it's 76%. And it does this. It just does this now when it's unplugged. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I found a thing on some website. I think it was Reddit or something, where it said, oh, just leave it, drain the battery fully. You know, I don't know. The Switch 2 seemingly can't come soon enough because the Switch 1 is dying on me as we speak. So perfect timing. It's got the Apple timing. But with that, expectations, Loki flashback, that's the goal. Usopp, that's always the goal. And more realistically, Gunko and or Summers being evil. You know, Gunko already had her immediate moments in the spotlight with the reforming and stuff. Very creepy, very cool. But we didn't get a moment with her and Brooke. I kind of think that's what this is going to lead to. So I say we wait and see and get into this with One Piece chapter 1147, which is, let's pull it up, which is What We're Afraid Of. Okay, so that's obviously going to tie back into the nightmare kind of stuff that's going on with Killian's ability. Very cool. And we have the cover page here. We do see Who's little makeshift fortress, and it's broken. Very cool. And we see Raizo, of course. Raizo's here, who is now the daimyo of Udon. Very cool. Very cool. And we see Tom is being all happy, hugging Raizo. Yamato's eating some rice balls. I can't tell who that is in the back. But someone is very unhappy with Who's Who and took the mask off. Really cool. So we actually might see that very soon. Probably the next cover page. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. That would be cool to see Who's Who's face. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll know who he is. Anyway. What we're afraid of. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Alright. Immediately, we're cutting back to Saul. Stay hidden, Robin and Chopper. I've seen him before. He's a holy knight. Huh? Immediately, that surprises me. That Saul has seen the holy knights before. Obviously, he was a Marine, but that's pretty shocking to me. I've seen him before. He's a holy knight. They're immortal. You can't beat them. Hide and wait for your chance to save the kids. I guess that means there were 2 survivors of Ohara. The Navy sure did a sloppy job. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Very interesting. And Saul is lying on the thorns, and Robin and Chopper are, still hiding. Still hiding along. However, there's some weird, noise that's being made. I thought it was like a rustle noise from inside of his hair, but no, it's like groaning. So I'm just like, huh? Oh, okay. Gunko, you finally caught the Straw Hat crew then. You're gonna take him with us? That would be insane. That would be insane. Obviously, this ain't gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. Okay. There's no way. There's no way. Because Usopp's here. Usopp is here. There's no way they're going to take Usopp away from Elbaf. There's no way. Let's continue, though. Don't be stupid, Summers. Are you trying to make Straw Hat Luffy furious? Let's just fulfill this mission and go home. Yeah, killing him is spitting. If Luffy saw that 4 of his crew members were gone, especially Usopp, again, in Elbaf, it's over. Or Nami as well. I mean, Nami, that was the first crew member. He was like, we're willing to risk it all for her. So, all right. So we see the Straw Hats here. They're looking a bit shaken. Nami's very pissed off. Poor Saul's been tormented, and we let Colin get kidnapped. How could you let this happen, Jinbei? Stop shouting. I'm trying to come up with a plan. What are these powers anyway? That chick is scary. I thought I was gonna die. I feel like there's something about that woman. However, maybe it's just my imagination. Okay. That's interesting. So Brooke might have like a real connection with Gunko here. Very interesting. Brooke knows her. I mean, obviously he's like, maybe. But Oda is obviously setting up the idea. Like, the fact this is even an idea makes it more likely to me that he does know her. It would be crazy if he knew her when he was alive. That would be awesome. Which would be a really great segue to Laboon coming back to the story as well, obviously. Because Brook knew him when he was alive. Cool. And of course, that is what sets off Gunko here to like start trying to attack Brook. Yeah, it's her, the zombie girl. See, I like that too. The zombie girl. And then Brook, he's like a zombie. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this little setup here. And obviously Gunko is interested in Brook because of the what's it called? Her liking his music. Yeah. I don't know why I zoned out on that. So Gunko like puts her foot up to his chin. Brook, listen up, you. Huh? I want you to write songs for me for the rest of your life. You're going to be my slave. Huh? What? Does she know about Brook's music? A celestial dragon who's a fan of the Soul King? Sounds like a nightmare of a fan. Knock it off, Gunko. I don't want to fight with one of the 4 emperors either. Let's just do our job and go. That's very interesting. Very interesting. This is an incredibly intriguing interaction we have here. Like, I guess the music thing goes kind of further. A celestial dragon who's a fan of Soul King. Like, that kind of implies that they wouldn't be. Maybe because he is obviously a pirate, but it's interesting. I'm quite sorry, young lady. Young lady. Obviously, all right. Now, this is a reach. This is a reach here, but you know, the only other character immediately in my head when I think of Brook and these very strong characters and young lady is obviously Big Mom. It's obvious, right? And Big Mom is very old, and Gunko. Obviously, we don't fully know how old Gunko is, but we know that Gunko is now immortal, meaning they might not age after they become a god knight. Incredibly interesting. Incredibly interesting. Okay. I'm quite sorry, young lady, but from the day that Captain Straw Hat Luffy bestowed me my second life, I have been dedicated to no one but him. That's fire. Brook's talking that talk right now. What if I said I would kill you? I would rather die than live without honor. Oh. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal right there. I'd rather die than live without honor. And I love how these speech bubbles here, Brook's speech bubble is literally on top of Gunko's. It shows like the power of what he just said is stronger than her empty threat, which probably isn't an empty threat. Very cool. Look out, Brook, and then he gets kicked away with some kind of arrow as well, so he's probably getting sent way further away. Oh. Okay. That happens, but then Gunko has this, like, feeling in her chest, and she groans. That's so interesting. Like, maybe she's like sweating as well. Like, something's clearly going on here. Brook, are we good now killing him? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so now he's gonna do the speech. Okay, this Gunko Brook dynamic is insanely interesting to me. Insanely interesting. Check. Can you hear me, Elbaf? Come in, warriors of Elbaf. Alright. Let me make sure the music's good. It seems like it's good. Cool. Who's that? What message is this? I'm sure you're all busy scrambling to deal with the strange events unfolding around you. that was our doing. I am a dagger sent straight from sacred Marie-Joie. I am Somers of the Holy Knights. That's an interesting way of wording it. I am a dagger sent from Marie-Joie. That's cool. That's cool. One of these nightmare creatures looks crazy. It's like a dog spider. That's wild. And then some of these guys, like this guy's like a knight. That's the Draugr. I think that's like a dragon thing. The dog spider. That's wild. Craftsman Village, Southeast Sunworld. Marie-Joie? So he's from the world government? Why would they do this? Captains, they're sending this message all over Elbaf. As I'm sure. Oh, so they've revealed who they are? Oh, as I'm sure you've realized all over Elbaf. And we have another cutaway to Huntsman Village, northwest Elbaf. I like how it's like craftsman, huntsman. That's cute. Are the children safe? The huntsmen have a cool aesthetic. They're all wearing animal pelts. Cool. As I'm sure you've noticed, as I'm sure you've realized, all over Elbaf, we have taken 10 of your children as hostages. Oh, there's a very creepy thing in the background. It's like a weird, like, deer wolf looking thing. Oh my god! And Somers' thorns are now like a snake, like a living vine. It's really cool. It's given for all my Godzilla fans out there, it's given a big Biolante look here with the vine with the little like mouth on the end. Cool. We have taken 10 of your children as hostages. On top of that, we have reduced an orange-bearded man to a bloody mess for the crime of pursuing us from the school in an attempt to free the children. Okay. Mr. Saul. Oh, and Ange looks incredibly distraught there. In other words, while you blithely assumed that someone else was going to do the rescuing for you, the children have continued to march toward the goal. Saul, no. The game's only getting started. It's just a shame that we can't use video. Can you name all the children who marched out of there? Oh, can you name all the children who marched out of here? Of course. Oh, that's weird. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, alright, Ange is like getting threatened right now. Okay. Of course. Then let's let their parents know that it's time for the twerps to wake up from their dream. Okay. So killing him just woke up the kids. And we're seeing them react now. Cool. Hey, how come we're just marching along like this? Where are we going? I don't know, but we're already far away. That's not true. This is branch 8. We're on the way back. Yeah, but we can't control our feet. Why can't we go home then? I want to see Mom. I want to see Dad. We're kidnapped. It means we can't see them. I do like how Colin's the one in charge here. I like that. He's taken the lead. You know, he's a real adventurer. All the kids are shook here. Stop whining. I'm here, and unlike you crybaby weaklings, I'm a warrior. And then there's these massive monsters here. Like, again, the creepy deer. And the ghost guy. So Somers is right by here. Because these were by Somers. Okay, that's a little cool. A monster. A ghost. Save us, Colin. And Colin does, like, the wacky tongue-out scream. It sounds like they took out Saul. Turn us around. We need to go... Oh, turn us around. We need to go save the kids. But captains, there's a hole in the bilge, and we've got broken oars. Damn it. What kind of freakish beast is that? I don't know. It's some sort of woman monster. No way. Not right now. Not right now. Like, this would be insane. This is wild. Okay. kind of freakish beast is that? I don't know. It's some sort of woman monster. Kind of looks like my wife. Watch out. She's going to beat you over the head. That other one looks like my wife. Huh? Wait. These monsters all came from the children's worst fears, right? And your wife is Bent's mom? That's right. So Bent was asked to imagine what he was afraid of, what he was most afraid of. And the answer was... Wait. Oh, okay. So the giants are now getting attacked by, like, the mom nightmares. Wait. What? Wait, what? That's our worst fear, too. That's fun. So they're all getting bodied by their wives, I guess. That's funny. We can't fight. Our morale is getting hammered. I like that little transition here, because we see Colin do the same expression. Now we see Dory and Brogy and all of them doing the same. That's fun. And that's obviously connecting him to the warriors. Very cool. Very cool. I'm sorry for always going out drinking, dear. I'm sorry for forgetting to take out the trash, dear. I'm sorry for eating the honey cake that was for the guests. Captains, they're ripping off the island clouds. We're gonna fall. Oh, wow. Alright, so they just saw that from a distance, too. That's probably gonna look really sick when animated. Yeehahaha. The giant pirate's ship has crashed. So much for their bluster. Some of those sleep tids were real beasts. The kids' chances of rescue are dwindling by the minute. Now, Beard Hill Jarl, warrior of legend. It's time for us to talk. You mean Dory and Brogy are down? With no king on the throne, you're the boss around here. You must be joking. The giant pirate Svar just crashed. I hope they're alright. Let's hurry. Oh, so that's Frankie. Oh, no, it's Frankie, Lilith. Bonnie's like flying. Not sure how, but Bonnie's flying in the air. Interesting. I don't know how that's a thing, but maybe. Well, maybe Lilith made or something. I don't know. Our goal here is quite simple. To make you giants our slaves in battle. The next step is to find out how effective these kids will be as hostages. I bet you're all wondering whose kids our 10 hostages are, huh? Okay, so we also got the classic Oda map. The classic. Funnily enough, everyone is here except Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. But we literally just have a classic, there's our way out of here, situation. An's just like crying and sweating. These are the names of the children who were kidnapped. First up, Ylva. And then we see a lot of the kids like crying and being sad. Ylva, my granddaughter's granddaughter. Chief Jarl. Next, Scaldy. And he's got like little horns. Is there anything we can do for ourselves? Olav, it's a dream. It's all a dream. It's my grandson, Captain. I do like the realness of the situation here. Like, this is obviously a terrible thing to happen to these people. This is wild. Karin. I always have the worst luck. I don't know how to describe it, but this character's like Hibari with Usopp's nose. I like the design. Mag. I'm supposed to be strong, but I can't stop. Ronya. Don't worry, it'll all work out. Okay, I like her design too. She's got the SpongeBob teeth. And they're all shocked, dealing with like a kraken of some kind. Why'd it have to be my child? Branch 8? Oh, and that's definitely Ronya's dad, because of the SpongeBob teeth. That's cute. I'm on my way. Bent. Mommy's gonna yell at me. Johanna. At least you have parents. Oh my god. What's going on here? And she's like, at least you have parents. Bjorn. Can't at least I be saved? That makes 9. But just now, hoping to save his friends, a little warrior named Colin showed up to join the group. So that makes 10. Did you just say what I think you did, Bjorn? Sorry. Okay, so it's in order from first to last. I think, yeah, first up, Elva. Okay. What? Colin? Oh, Scopper's here, too. What, Colin? Did you hear that, Ripley? Our son's a hero. Now's not the time for... And now, our commands. Heed them closely, Elbaf. Alright. Your school is completely useless in war, and your library is packed full of pointless records of the past. You will burn them down right now and swear fealty to us. If you do not, we will eliminate the brats one at a time. Help us. I love Ripley like holding Scopper. It's super cute. What are they talking about? We know where the kids are. Let's go save them. I want to smash these guys. You have to make the call, Chief Jarl. Me? No, wait, please. That's too cruel. This is insane. Oh god, Jarl can't be that guy. Jarl can't be that guy. This is interesting, though. Of course, their immediate goal is get rid of the past. Don't let it spread, you know. Obviously, a great little one-up to Egghead. No, wait, please, it's too cruel. The school is the symbol of Elbaf's current state of peace, and the library is full of Elbaf's ancient history, as well as knowledge of the world saved through the sacrifice of O'Hara's scholars. It's a fortune that belongs to more than just Elbaf. Ugh, calm down, lady. Oh my god, so Robin... dude, Robin's gonna lock in, because we brought up the O'Hara stuff again. She just saw Saul get beat up. It's gonna be awesome. No, Robin, you can't see, literally. Please, Mr. Ya, you got it. Oh, so Ripley is telling Scopper to go, but Chopper's like, no, Robin, don't go. I won't let them do this. Oh my god. Okay, so Robin and Scopper are both gonna come in. I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Like, my immediate thought, no Loki mention whatsoever. Very shocked by that. But Robin getting a fight here, amazing. Amazing. Like, Oda has shown Robin so much love in this arc so far. It's kind of crazy. Like, her reunion with Saul, and of course Saul got brutally injured right there. Of course he did. But no, like, Robin's gonna step up. You know, you're hurting not just the people she cares about, like the Straw Hats and now Saul, but now she, you know, Anja, obviously she did that. She ate the exposition no mage, so the readers understand the stakes of what's happening, like, fully, unless you know, there's something more to it. But obviously that's kind of what she's trying to do. She's pleading with these people, like, the world need this, and they don't care. Of course the God Knights don't care. But overall, very intrigued to see what's about to happen. Scopper, you know, that's cool. That's cool. Scopper, he's gonna throw hands. It's gonna be cool. I'm way more invested in what Robin is gonna do in this situation, and I'm very excited because she could obviously turn herself giant using the, like, copy thing she did in Wano, Demonio as well. A lot of potential here for some cool thematic connections, like with, like, being giant and what it means, versus someone like Scopper, who's a human who has the strength of, like, a giant. Very cool, very interesting potential, but unfortunately there is no chapter next week. I heard about that from a friend, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to do a chapter next week. Tragic, I know, but you know, I think this is a good cliffhanger to leave on. Very excited for Robin, very excited. So I think there's a lot of greatness to come. So with that, that'll probably be it for me. I thought that was a very enjoyable chapter. Obviously, most of it was setting up the stakes for what's to come. We even got the classic Oda map, where we see the entire layout of this, the hostage situation with the kids. But there's a lot of interesting stuff here. I like seeing the realness of the situation, seeing that these aren't just hostages or kids. These are other people's kids. How are they going to react? How is the chief going to react, knowing that he is the one who's going to decide if these kids live or die, essentially? Very cool. Very, very cool. So, excited for what's to come. And with Usopp being here, I'm expecting some great things, bro. I'm expecting some great things. One thing I was kind of intrigued by was Nami being completely surprised. Like, how could you let this happen, Jinbei? I kind of love that, because they viewed Jinbei in such a high light that they kind of expect more from him. So that was interesting. And of course, Nami and Jinbei have such a deep connection with all the stuff of Nami's childhood being caused by Jinbei. Very cool. So, a lot to come. Usopp, please. Usopp, you got this, man. I have full faith that he is going to do something crazy. Whether it's getting in front of the kids to stop them, kind of like Saul, attacking, possibly like killing him, or Sommers, because Sommers has plant powers. Now that's something. I never thought about that, but I like that. Usopp versus Sommers could go crazy with the plant guys going against each other. And they're on a plant. They're on a tree. No. See, I never thought about that until now, but I'm like, ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. So, that might be a new agenda. Sommers versus Usopp. That would be cool. But with that will be it for me. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, please consider supporting the channel. I hope to have this technical difficulty crap finished by the time we do another stream. But I don't know. Anyhow.